Welcome learners to the EPG Pathshala. The topic that today we are going to discuss is actresses and stardom. When we talk about actresses and stardom in this module, we will actually talk about the whole concept of star and star system and how it came into existence. Further, we have divided this whole module into five sub-themes. First of all, we'll define star and star system and stardom. Further, we'll talk about the monopoly of the male actors in the Indian film industry. Then we'll be discussing the appearance of different film actresses from different times. Later on, further, we'll proceed to talk about the different cases where the female stars have actually showed their prominence in the industry. So let us talk about what star and star system is. Whenever we talk about films, we always hear star. A star, that is a word that is always referred to. When we talk about star, why it is used in the Indian film industry when we have already an existing terminology of actor and actresses? So what is its significance? A star system, when we talk about, it is actually a system where an image is created around an actor and actresses which is sold in the market for the audience to feed on it. So let us proceed one by one on different themes. First of all, let us define what is star. According to Richard Dyer, he says that star is an image, not a real person, that is constructed as any other aspect of fiction is out of range of materials, example advertising magazines, films and music, etc. With the stars, the terms involve essentially images. The image here means rather a complex configuration of visual, verbal, and oral signs. This configuration may constitute the general image of stardom or of a particular star. It is manifest not only in films but all kinds of media texts. Thus, an image or idea by which an artist is known with particular reference to films and is sold to the audience is known as star. Now, let us talk about monopoly of male actors in film industry. Male actors have dominated the industry with K.L. Sehgal, Dilip Kumar, Rajendra Kumar, Rajesh Khanna, who is considered to be the first superstar, Guru Dutt, Ashok Kumar, Amitabh Bachchan, etc. Later on, in the late 1980s and early 1990s, Khan trio arrived in the industry. This is the real zenith of male actors' dominion. Amir Khan, Salman Khan, and Shah Rukh Khan ruled the industry. Female actors were till now subjected to stereotypical images except some of the remarkable films Achut Kanya, Duniya Na Mane, Bandini, Mother India, etc., where female protagonists had stronger character. The appearance of Khan trio brought Khan hegemony. Let's talk about this Khan hegemony. Amir Khan joined the industry in 1988 with the film Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak, and he got the title of Mr. Perfectionist. Later on, Salman Khan joined in 1989 with the film Maine Pyar Kiya. He popularized chiseled body, six-pack abs, became the 100 crore actor, initially lover boy image, but later on a rebellious action hero image with a large-hearted persona was created in the films of Salman Khan. Shah Rukh Khan came in 1992 with the films Deewana, Dil Aashna Hai, Chamatkar and Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman. Owing to his good looks, charming personality and romantic image, got the title of King Khan, Badshah of Bollywood or King of Bollywood. Now, when we talk about film actresses and stardom in Bollywood, there are different facets to it. So let's talk about it one by one. When we talk about the earlier era, it was Miss Fatima Begum who was the first woman actor and director in the Indian film industry. Zubeda was the first superstar of talkie era film Alam Ara. Director was Ardeshir Irani. First major female actors of Indian cinema were often Anglo-Indians like Patience Cooper, Sulochana, that is Ruby Mayers, and Fearless Nadia Mary Evans. Fearless Nadia dominated the stunt genre in films for Wadia movie tone like Hunter Wali 1935 and Miss Frontier Male 1936. Female stars of initial years Devika Rani, Fearless Nadia, Durga Khote, Suraya, Nimmi, Shyama, Mumtaz, Shanti, Madhubala, Geeta Bali, Meena Kumari, Nutan, Nalini Jayawant, Beena Rai, Sadhna, Nargesh, Wahida Rahman, Vajanti Mala, Mana Sinha, etc. were the prominent names in the initial years. Later on, in the golden ages female stars included Nargis, Madhubala, and Wahida Rahman. They were often balanced. They often balanced the tightrope walk between traditional Indian femininity and Hollywood glamour. New Indian cinema was not immune to a star system. It included actors such as Shabana Azmi and Smita Patil. They rose to prominence in the films of Shyam Benegal. In the 1960s, Shobna Samar, Saira Banu, Asha Parekh, Sarmila Tagore, Nanda, Rashri, Vimi, Babita, and Mumtaz were the leading actresses of the film industry. In the 1970s, Hema Malini became the dream girl of every heart and Jaya Bachchan an image of traditional, homely and bubbly girl. Jeanat Aman and Praveen Bowie shattered the stereotypical ways in which the women were portrayed in the films. They brought the oomph and sensuality in the films of Bollywood. Shabana Azmi and Smita Patil were known as the sensible actors portraying issues related to women. Rekha, a diva. Magic lingers in the minds of even the younger generations. Her bubbliness, elegance, vivaciousness, and sensuous acting made her rule the hearts of millions. When we talk about 1980s, it was a time when Sridevi and Madhuri Dixit, who worked with almost all the big male stars of Bollywood. Madhuri was the amalgamation of sensuality, dancing, and acting skills. She lived up to the Dhak Dhak Girl title that the media gave her after a famous dance sequence in the film Beta that established her as an epitome of sensuality and immaculate combination of dance and expression. Sridevi and Madhuri Dixit rose to the stature of superstars among the actresses. When we talk about the decade of 1990s, end of globalization and liberalization as well as cable TV and satellite TV arrived in India. Focus on plot and approach were started to be emphasized. This was the time of Juhi Chawla, Divya Bharti, Manisha Koirala, Kajol, Ravina Tandon, Preeti Zinta, Aishwarya Rai, Karishma Kapoor, etc. In spite of being a dusky beauty, Kajol ruled the film industry and her dominance is an example of changing society and Bollywood. Stars such as Madhuri Dixit and Aishwarya Rai continued to represent the tension between traditional Indian values and fiercely of an erotic independence. Film actresses and stardom in Bollywood, when we talk about this topic, let us proceed towards the late 90s and early 21st century. Among the actresses of this decade, Kareena Kapoor, Priyanka Chopra, Vidya Balan, Mallika Sherawat, Katrina Kaif, Sonam Kapoor, Deepika Padukone, and Kangana Ranaut rose to stardom. Kareena popularized the zero figure among the youth, while Priyanka became the Bollywood's answer to Angelina Jolie and Charlize Theron of Hollywood. Mallika changed the way women were put on silver screen. She became an image of boldness as she accepted films presenting erotic bed scenes with ease. Vidya Balan, Deepika Padukone, and Kangana Ranaut are the prominent names of Bollywood stardom about whom we will discuss in our next section. Then comes the second decade of 21st century. Many changes are coming in Bollywood which would further the idea of women in the industry. Young actresses are working hard to make their mark in the industry. Some of the prominent stars are Sonakshi Sinha, Alia Bhatt, Parineeti Chopra, Shraddha Kapoor, Sunny Leone, and etc. Now let us talk about some of the cases in detail where with the changing times the whole change in the industry also happened. So those cases are, let us talk about first of all Aishwarya Rai. Aishwarya Rai became Miss World in 1994, considered as a beauty with the brain. She came up with the campaign of eye donation and stem cell banking. Her romantic life has also been emphasized a lot, where relationships with other co-stars were put as a scoop for different media. Her wax model is put in the Madame Tussauds Museum, jury at Cannes. She has been a jury at Cannes. Also, she is considered to be the synonym of beauty, as Holland has named a tulip flower owing to her beauty. Image of brainy beauty along with their romantic life and further being a daughter-in-law of Bachchan family added to her class and elegance in the society. When you talk about Preeti Zinta, she is considered to be a brave heart dubbed as a real hero of film world. In the initial years, she did the films like Kya Kehna and Chori Chori Chipke Chipkere, different films for the taste of Indian audience, where she portrayed the idea of a woman who conceives a child even before her marriage, and also the concept of surrogacy. In, in the infamous case related to film financier and diamond merchant Bharat Shah, she in fact went to an extent of recording her initial statement in the law of court. In the infamous case related to film financier and diamond merchant Bharat Shah, she in fact went on to record her statement in the court of law. Harassment and molestation charges against his longtime fiancée and business partner in Indian Premier League Neswadia was also there, where she put a case against her longtime fiancé Neswadia. She has always challenged the established norms of the society and addressed the same in her films. Another name is Kajol. She continues to reign on the hearts of the fans even after her marriage. Dusky beauty of girl next door image and in the on-screen romantic pairing with Shah Rukh Khan governed the hearts of the audience. She epitomized the idea of a family woman who cares for her personal life, family and friends. फिल्म्स दिलवाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे, कुछ कुछ होता है, कभी खुशी कभी गम, फना, माय नेम इज़ खान, प्यार किया तो डरना क्या, इश्क etc. are some of the examples of her films. Now, let us discuss some of the cases where we can say that Bollywood came up with the new female stars and they, to some extent, actually questioned the dominion of the male actors. So, we can say, are they above the male actors? So, some of those cases are, first of all, Vidya Balan. Learners, you should understand the whole idea of Vidya Balan. Her real breakthrough comes with Kahani, which got the national award. Vidya embodies the idea of raw Indian sexuality, which is very averse to the anglicized idea. Pioneer of the movement that broke the stereotypical portrayal of heroines in Bollywood. She earned the title of a female hero, which she finds as sexist. No One Killed Jessica, Pa, Ishq Kiya, Dirty Picture, Bobby Jasus, which was an unsuccessful film, then Lage Raho Munna Bhai and Ghan Chakkar are some of her films where she put her character very strongly. Then comes Devika Padukone. Deepika Padukone is a female star of Bollywood to have been given a special award for giving 3 successful 100 crore films in a year. During the titles given in the film, the name of a female star or actress came first, that is of Deepika Padukone, before Shah Rukh Khan. Presently, the highest paid actress in the Bollywood is Deepika Padukone. She is not only known for her beauty but is also complemented by her acting skills. Known for a bold persona who sticks to her decision and maintaining a balance between her personal and professional life. When we talk about Deepika Padukone, interestingly, the changes which Deepika brought are with respect to how she handles her personal life. Like the Times of India row. The Times of India row, where she actually criticized a journalist who put her photograph showing her cleavage in the newspaper. Later on, she also found enjoying AIB knockout roast, where she was enjoying different double meaning jokes. In the My Choice video, she very forcefully put the idea of a woman, the kind of life she lives and who she is. Later on in the NDTV program, where she accepted to have been suffering from depression, was also a very remarkable thing in the Indian film industry, where a person came out openly talking about an ailment which she is going through. So we can see how Deepika has changed the whole image of heroine, which till now was forced to present conforming idea to the society. Now heroine stars have their own identity and individuality. Among this list, now let us talk about Kangna Ranaut. Kangna Ranaut, an image of success and a rebellious actor who is giving back-to-back blockbusters. She is a new heroine, an anti-heroine who actually do not conform to the positive portrayal of a woman. A true superstar, a female star of Indian cinema. She is a style icon, and Kangna Ranaut, along with Vidya Balan, credited for spearheading a movement that breaks stereotypes of a Hindi film heroine by playing the protagonist in films not starring a well-known male star. Let us now talk about the concluding remarks. This is the time of change. We can say the winds of change are flowing, and filmmakers and actors and actresses are experimenting with the new ideas. And in doing so, women characters are strongly put on the screen. To this, Mahesh Bhatt remarked that these are permissive times and films reflect the lifestyle of urban India. The portrayal of women in cinema is now undergoing a big change. Today, one can expect to see the lead actress drink, smoke, speak her mind, and even kill in a film. Vidya Balan said, to this, Vidya Balan said that I am happy to be the face of change. It is high time the glass ceiling broke in cinema. We were being subservient to heroes. I am now being offered roles where the heroine has an identity of her own. It reflects what is happening everywhere in the world and in our country too. The different concepts that we discussed in this module were, first of all, we talked about the idea of star, which we defined as an image of an actress and actress which is sold to the market so that the audience buy those image. Then we talked about the dominance of male actors in the Bollywood film industry. Particularly, we referred to the Khan hegemony, where Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, and Amir Khan is ruling the Bollywood industry after the 1990s. Then we proceed further to talk about different film actresses which appeared in different eras and what were the signifying characteristic of their image on the screen. Later on, we discussed some of the cases like Aishwarya Rai, Kajol, Preeti Zinta, where we talked about their persona and image put on the silver screen. Also, we took few cases of Deepika Padukone and Kangana Ranaut and Vidya Balan, who actually challenged the whole bastion of male dominion in the Bollywood industry with their strong characters. So we can see that while talking about all these concepts, what came out that the whole star system came from the Hollywood, and Bollywood is also not very untouched with it. And we understood the whole concept of star and star system. Thank you.